1954, in the sleepy town of Quitman, Arkansas, Floyd and Aline Bettis had a son named Gerald. Known to be a vicious and cruel kid, along with developing some unusual habits. I'm, of course, talking about the dog boy of Arkansas. I'm your host, Casey.
I'm Mike.
I'm Jasmine Joe. God damn it.
I like the fuck up. I like the fuck up. It's staying in.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It was the first thing to pop in my head. Oh, man.
I'm Nate Nasty.
I'm Kenneth.
And I'm Anthony.
Nate, were you the one who suggested this topic?
I might have been.
Okay,
I might have been.
wasn't sure. I thought this was going to be a fucking like a cryptid when I was reading it, and then it turned out to be like a ghost story. I was like, oh shit,
that's what I thought too.
This is way different.
I'm starting to think Casey's just making up a bunch of stuff and just fills in the holes for the episode.
That's actually an interesting situation though, right? So on one end there is a dog boy that is a cryptid that's basically like werewolf like, and that's the Shannon dog, or the Shannon something dog boy of Pennsylvania. Shannon Dong, I think it is.
I think it's pronounced Shetland. No,
a Shetland dog, a dog dick. No, but that's the dog boy in Pennsylvania. And then the one that we're talking about, and the one that there's the most information for, is the Arkansas dog boy, which, like you said, is more kind of like a specter left over from some evil shit from a real person, actually.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. So this happened in Selburne and Faulkner County. I guess it splits it. I'm not really sure how that really worked. But at the time, so this was in the 1950s when this all went down. There was only 345 people living in that town at the time. And then in 2020, there's still only 694 people living there. So I don't know. The population is pretty
population
small.
growth.
Yeah.
And this, so let's see. There's actually like, so the house has two. This house is plagued by two spirits, they say, because there's the dog boy that came, well, they don't know yet, but they will know. But before the dog boy, there was
it's on its way.
It was pre-haunted. It was pre-haunted before dog boy.
Yeah. So there was the Garrett family are the ones who built the house, and the address is 65 Mulberry Street, and they built it in the 1980s.
Mulberry?
Or Mulberry. Actually, I don't know why I said it like that, but cool.
Well, no, street names are weird, but is it named after the fruit? Or
I believed you. I believed you.
It's Merle from Walking Dead as a baby on a
That's
tree.
immediately what I thought of.
But
Not a Merle.
so the Jackson family, they're the ones who moved in, and
All five of them?
Benjamin Jackson lived there with his wife, who died when she was 28, and their son Joseph was born in 1898. He served in World War I and died at the age of 21. And neighbors claim that his spirit was still in the home, and the house after, well, the mom died. I think she was like 28 or something like that. She ended up dying, and then the house was vacant for about over a decade before our famous family came in that made the house famous, the Bettis family.
The Bettises, if you will.
They should make a sitcom after that.
I got his name. When I first heard when you said dog boy, I was like thinking, oh, like some half man, half dog boy or whatever. But it's just because he was torturing cats and dogs, or collected a lot of cats and dogs, it said, and then they would hear him torturing him.
Yeah.
Off of my expert research I just did in the last 10 minutes here. So.
Yeah, the neighbors said that they would hear the
early
howls and whines of the animals.
Yeah, so his parents
serial killer red flags.
His parents built an add-on to the place because he was collecting all these cats and dogs. And people are like, oh, that's so cute. And it's like, no, it's not. Because at night, they would hear the tortured screams of those animals. He was just collecting them. It's like, that dog looks like it needs a good fucking pounding.
Oh my God.
He's such a good kid.
Which probably helped develop the story of his after he died. Like, oh, it's definitely haunted. There was a twisted motherfucker living there.
Yeah,
Plus, they were saying like the whole town was like famous for all these paranormal things just because of the whole World War fucking, or what was it, World War stuff where they all enlisted down there? Is that what it was saying?
It was it was like a prime spot for like soldiers to go and listen to the military.
I could just imagine this family, this kid fucking killing animals, and he's like, he's just so interested in dead bodies. He's definitely gonna be a doctor when he grows up. First one in the family.
He's gonna be a physiker.
Here's the thing, too, though. They call him.
We're gonna be so proud.
And that was the other thing too. His eyes seemed to. They said like his eyes seemed to glow like a dog does at night. Yeah, but also like, why do they call him a boy? But because he grew to a grown man, didn't he? I watched the video.
He got to be 300 pounds.
Yeah, 300.
Big man.
Yeah, he was a big man. He was a big boy. This should be the big dog boy. I don't know.
Because he was so famous, so infamous for his torturing of animals as a boy.
As
so
a
it's
boy,
like, we're not going to change it to man. Just leave it there.
Yeah, it's like that whole situation when you pray to baby
He's
Jesus.
no man.
You like the baby version
He
better.
got the name when he was a kid, so it's like, just
Yeah, but they should have gave him a elderly abuse boy. If you want to transition into the parents abuse.
Oh man,
Threw his dad out the window.
Yeah, he threw his dad out the window.
At
that's
70
the most
something.
famous one.
Yeah, it's spry motherfucker. By the way, he caught that window thing. He rolled a.
Yeah, he was like
fucking
70 years old or some shit when that happened. When he threw him
And he
out the
held
window.
on until the car.
I mean, this guy's a big guy. He's 6'4", and then how many pounds?
300.
300.
Big fucking
Yeah.
guy. Yeah, he picked up that 7-year-old like it was a fucking basketball.
Yeah, and he rolled a nat 20 and fucking.
Well, we don't know what his dad looked like, dude. I mean,
Oh yeah, he could have been an old ass.
Well, they
white guy.
said
This was a long
said he
time.
cowered.
70 was pretty
Yeah.
much the end of your life.
He
well,
did
it's
say he
probably like a
cowered over.
grizzly bear throwing a black bear,
What?
Yeah.
It's just it's two bears still.
Threw his dad out the window, slapped his mom around.
bears, one window.
Definitely not a good person.
All
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
row,
he
too.
kept
That's
his,
immediately what he did after he threw his dad out the window. He turned around, backhanded his mom.
It's like, bitch, you're making me slap.
What I did to dad? You dumb bitch.
This is your
You're
fault.
lucky there's only one window in this house.
I told you I didn't want no fucking green beans for dinner, Mom.
Now go give me a parakeet to fuck with.
Don't make me ask twice.
The dad.
Oh my god, dude.
He's
Yeah,
got a
just
bird.
fucking-
It's like. He's got a bird. It's like, don't make me ask twice for another one. And the bird's like, don't make him ask twice. It's like, yeah, what he said. And then he punches the bird.
Yeah, when he said you could talk.
Yeah, dude.
It's
That,
got
that went on
fucking-
for. That was like fucking decades though of this guy. Like as soon as he got big enough to beat his parents, he started beating his parents. Like so.
He was
Yeah,
big
well,
enough.
he kept him imprisoned upstairs in the upper part of the house. Like
Allegedly.
and he would only feed him, but only when he decided it was meal time.
Yeah, it's meal time. We haven't eaten in 2 days. You don't need it. He's all sitting there fucking chowing down on a giant turkey leg, that big ass
Yeah.
bulbous belly.
Like
Yeah,
that
I like to
Family
imagine
Guy.
it's like we haven't eaten in 2 days. It's like the dogs don't come around here anymore.
See, dude, you know what's interesting about this too is that like this town has so few people, and like some people, yeah, I mean, it might be kind of like common perception, like small town. There's gonna be like crazy fucking stories coming out of it, like they just make up weird shit because they're so bored. But at the same time, like him having his parents in prison there, it's like people in town would notice that too. Like they just never see him. And they used to see these old folks all the time when Dog Boy's young. Now that he's a grown ass man, and he's all creepy and giant and shit. He's like now they never see those people anymore. And they just
Dude, I'm just
Are you
imagining
getting-
this guy looks like a fucking ogre.
I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm imagining too. I wish we could see a picture of this guy.
I seen him as a
How
kid,
long
but
ago
not
was
as an
this?
adult.
what
This
year
is in
was this?
Not that
1954.
long, yeah.
Was
And
that
so-
still
He died in
was
the
that
80s.
still a time when like in rural areas, like someone would die and then you just bury them in the backyard?
No, I don't think that's that long ago.
No,
I
that's
was
the
gonna
thing.
say about
This
the
guy
Like in
didn't
rural
die on-
areas, though.
Yeah, this guy didn't
Oh,
die on
yeah,
the
maybe.
property, which is the weirdest part.
Did they
I was
bury him
gonna
on the
say
property?
about
Is that what you
the-
said?
No, I don't think he got buried there, but he
Oh,
died
okay.
in prison.
they buried him in
OD'd
a
in
cemetery.
prison.
But so the dad, when he got thrown out the window, he was actually held. Yeah, it says that he was holding onto the ledge until the police showed up at the age of 70. This guy was like holding on for dear life. I just wanted to throw that in.
More proof that the dude was a bear. You know, he just wasn't as strong as his son. That's the thing.
He's like,
when you say
he was holding his dad out the window. He's like,
got
"You want me to
pushed out
drop you, you old son of a bitch? I'll do it. I'll fucking do it."
Gerald's a heavyweight, but Floyd Bettis is a light heavyweight. Like he's real close, but he's old. He's getting his ass kicked. His
Guy's
old
a
lady's getting her
paperweight.
ass kicked. That's so fucked up, dude.
Yeah,
Oh.
that so in Floyd Bettis, he died in 1981 after an illness in his home.
That's the dad.
Yeah, and others said that he was pushed down the stairs and
Broke his
died of a broken neck.
Which
You think
that
the
might be the
coroner would be able to be like,
story.
yeah, it's definitely fell down some stairs and broke a neck, or it's definitely he died of an illness,
So,
or he
like-
already had a broken neck.
So his
Yeah.
illness was a
Regardless,
cracked
it
neck
was.
syndrome.
He caught a cold immediately after breaking his neck, and we think that killed him. He had a weak immune system.
His body couldn't fight back.
We tried feeding him some elderberries, but they didn't take.
Just wasn't strong enough.
Somebody get this goddamn man of Phoenix down. Get off.
Yeah, craziest thing. Pushed him down the stairs on the way down. He goes, "Oh no, my illness," and died just right there before he hit the ground.
My neck.
I think I'm having a heart attack.
Yeah, just, what illness? Oh, he didn't clarify.
He falls down the stairs and his neck just snaps. He's like,
Yeah.
and then it's
He
just
suffered.
silent for a minute, and then he's just like, achoo.
He was actually for years suffering from an acute case of ass beaten by sun syndrome.
No, his son waited until he was sick, and then he was like, "Hey, Dad,
ABBS.
I'm gonna let you come downstairs now. I'm tired of locking you up here." And then he pushed him down.
Hadn't been down the stairs
Yeah.
in years.
Get downstairs like a whoop your ass some more, Dad. Oh,
Hold on to the damn window. You're supposed to go fly into the neighbor's yard.
I wonder if he was like
oh my God.
getting paid to take care of his parents. Was that what's that called? Like
Was the government
Uh,
doing that at that point?
I don't know.
I don't know. This is the 50s.
Oh, I don't think so, dude.
think-
Like,
I
okay,
think
he died in
that's
the 80s, man. I don't know. I mean, there's
Yeah,
probably
I
like
think-
Social
Yeah, I guess
Security
that
and
would've been
shit.
80s.
They were probably on some sort of retirement of Social
Yeah,
Security.
why was he sticking around?
Social
Did he
Security
just
was-
love torturing his parents, or
I
why was he
think,
still? Why didn't he?
I think in that.
The dog-
They probably owned the property, and he had to wait until they died to take it over. I don't know why. Yeah, that is
Yep.
fair. Or that nobody wanted to rent to that fucking psycho motherfucker because he was over
Yep.
here collecting
So-
all these cats.
There's a lot of weird things with that. Like, there's no actual. He has no like criminal record of any of these things. So it's like a lot of it's like
A lot of
went to
people probably
prison.
didn't know what was
Well, he
going
went
on.
to
It
prison.
was
yeah. That's what I'm
For
saying.
elderly abuse.
What?
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of weird things going on with this. He's just beating up old people.
Oh, he said he
Yeah.
was a drug dealer too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
he's,
one
he's
thing.
growing
He did.
That's later. That's after the grandparents. That's after his parents died.
That's what he wanted to get high and chill after.
Well, no, that's what they said. His mom. It was the testimony of his mom that put him in prison. I don't know
Yeah.
if it was the elderly that story where he was slapping her around at the doctor or whatever, and then
Yeah.
maybe she
Yeah,
testified
he-
against like the weed and everything too.
Yeah,
So
Yeah,
it's the
'cause
Midwest.
he
so-
built that sunroom.
yeah, he built
Dude.
another add-on, a sunroom where he fucking grew hella weed. And
Yeah,
then
yeah, he started growing pot. It's the 80s,
God,
dude.
man.
Okay, it's the 80s, and he's growing like now. He's like, yeah, I finally beat my parents to death. Starts growing weed in the
Now
back of the
can
house. Starts fucking taking coke, most likely coke, because he died of
In
a
the
drug
80s?
overdose.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know
he-
what he OD'd on, but it was like most likely coke or heroin, and
Yeah,
I would assume
Dude,
it's
it's
probably
the-
coke.
I was
It's
gonna
the 80s,
bury
just
my
smoke or
mom,
crack.
but then I got high.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it could have been smoking crack. He seems like the type.
Yeah.
He does
Dude,
one of
crackhead
those-
shit.
Yep.
He
But
had
his
one
mom,
good carpenter. Doing all
his
these
mom
add-ons.
survived. Like, well, she survived him though. Like, you know, she didn't die in the house.
Yeah.
The
you
fucking
neck
police had to
chopper?
come and pull her out of the house at one point in time. So like his mom actually like made it out. That's probably before or I don't know. It's probably around the time of her testimony against the son. You know.
Her neck was a lot stronger than her
I'm
husband's.
sorry. I'm just thinking that he's all grown and he's all proud of himself. Like he looks like he's at peace with himself in a very zen like environment. Just like making like just sitting there like fucking growing his weed, all proud of himself. Like Another fine day, and his mom comes out all fucking shaking and beat up. And she's just like, "That's some fine weed, son. Shut up!" And he karate chops her in the neck. John,
Karate chops her in the neck. Oh my god, dude.
The old
That's the thing. Her neck was
Insano
so
just-
strong that after, like, she feigns it. She's like, "Oh god," and then she walks away. She goes, "You slept like a bitch."
what was
the
their
mom-
deal? They had a hard time conceiving for a while, and then they were like, their prayers were answered by having a demon child.
This is why we didn't let you have children.
The mom died in 95. If you guys didn't see that.
Oh, she outlasted the dude. Okay.
Yeah, she
Most
lived
women
longer than her
do.
son.
Well, yeah, it definitely. If you're 300 pounds,
And so the
I'm
house
just
was
kidding,
her.
yeah.
Their house remained in her custody until she died in 95, and then it went to their niece, Rebecca Carter, and she sold it to the Weavers. And shortly after that,
That sounds like a comic book. name.
more
It
paranormal
does.
events begin.
Like
to
a comic
happen.
book journalist.
No, they didn't.
or someone related to Lil Wayne or Jay-Z.
So
Carter.
so this family that moved in after the niece sold it, Tony Weaver reported seeing a World War I era soldier, and lights were turning on and off by themselves, pennies floating down the stairs, and after 6 months, after 6 months, the Weavers didn't want to live there anymore, and so they just wanted to get the fuck out of there.
Was that the same family with the 2x4s? Or is that a different?
I believe
family?
so.
The 2x4s.
Yeah,
it might
What
have
do you
been.
mean?
So they were hearing like things shuffling around. He had like a pile of wood. I don't know if they're 2x4s, but they were wooden planks. And he comes upstairs and they're all lined up, standing.
Oh yeah,
up.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
the same one. Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm like, that had to take some time for all that, the whatever, right?
There was like a
How
pile
long-
of them, and then they all were lined up
Yeah, they were all lined up, standing up straight like this instead of being in a pile.
like
they were all
dominoes.
Yeah, just lined up like dominoes across.
Dude, that
the
would scare
front.
the shit out of me. That's fucking
Yeah,
weird.
because it's like, who did this fast?
yeah.
Took me
As someone
forever
who's
to
tried
find
to stand 2x4s up on end like dominoes, it doesn't work. They're not
Yeah.
flat enough on the bottom. So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's either fake or fucking
well,
scary.
when you got the power of the paranormal behind you, anything's possible.
It
Yeah.
wasn't the Weavers with the 2x4s. It was someone that was renting from them in 2000.
Oh, was it not? Oh, someone that was renting from. Well, somebody who was it claimed they had footage on tape, but the tape disappeared.
Mary Holberg's nephew,
The
Quentin
tape got
White,
lost.
and his
Oh, that
wife
was different.
Stephanie rented the house from the Weavers in 2003,
Somebody
and then
lost
that's when they would hear loud crashes upstairs while on the phone, and then run upstairs, and then that's when they found all those 2x4s standing up.
Oh, okay. The person that stole it was whatever that fucking organization was that came to look at the house. They take paranormal tapes and they mass.
CASPR.
Yeah, yeah,
I guess it does say Casper, huh?
yeah. It's
It's
Casper.
a cool name. It would only work in Arkansas and Alaska, Arizona, a few states, I guess.
The Central Arkansas Society for Paranormal Research.
I thought you were gonna go with every state singing
Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas.
Arkansas,
Those are all four.
California,
Oh, you did
Colorado.
say all of them, huh?
I know I miss Alabama.
That's the place if you want to fuck your cousins, man. Alabama, let me tell you.
Yeah,
That's the
that's
spot.
if you want to be a dog boy and fuck another dog boy, it's okay there. Well, no, a dog woman. It's not okay to be gay. It's just okay to
Whoa.
have no, it's not okay to be gay in Alabama.
He's saying in Alabama.
I say they only agree to heterosexual sex. Doesn't matter with who. It has to be heterosexual.
You start talking to like an Alabama person and like debating with them, and you're like, so you can fuck your cousin? Yeah. It's like, what if it's a dude? It's like, well, shit, that's quite a loophole you got there.
Ain't nothing gay about that.
No, I said lubed hole.
That was good.
So anyways, about to the dog boy, and we're not talking about doggy style with your boy cousin in Alabama.
Just to clarify.
Just to clarify, we got to clarify certain things.
Well,
Our Alabama viewers are about to plummet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're about to skyrocket. It's
Okay,
like these
so
guys,
it's
these
like-
motherfuckers are
We've
spitting.
gone from 5 Alabama
That's
viewers
about
all the way down
goddamn
to
time
1.
someone said it.
If they
I mean-
haven't heard these jokes before, come on.
Dude, if we went
Like
from
you know the jokes that are made about your state. Just like everybody knows that California's made fun of us. We're all fucking wussies and fucking crazy liberals. Like
Yeah,
that's the joke that is about California.
That's not a joke. Those are facts.
And then the people up in Idaho are all fucking Bible thumpers.
Yeah, damn right.
And Nazis.
Not
Yeah.
there. No.
Like
No,
there's
there are a lot of religious
stereotypes
people
about
up
every
here.
state. Like
There's
You
actually
have
more
to.
Mormons in Idaho than there is in Utah.
Goddamn, there's
Well, there you
so
go.
many here.
Dude, I'm living in
They're
a
all
town
like
that
that.
are all. I'm living in a town that are all like conservative, fucking whatever people.
That's-
I'm in California.
Yeah. Well, dude, we live in small towns. That doesn't count.
Yeah,
What if you lived in a gay conservative town? That'd be pretty interesting.
you would enjoy that.
It's like that. It's like that American Dad episode where there's the gay Republicans.
Oh, I haven't seen it. Okay. That sounds
No,
exactly like it, though.
no abortion. If you didn't want to have kids, you should just fucked another guy.
Yeah, it's like, wow, that's a very peculiar town. How do you define your views? It's like, well, we like to fuck dudes and we like to shoot guns.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
God,
Sometimes we like to
sounds
do both.
America.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's what's beautiful about America is the diversity.
Yeah. We are one goddamn diverse country. Makes me shed tears just thinking about it. God bless U.S. of A.
We need a firework to go off in the background now.
I don't remember what we were talking about.
We were talking about you're about to
I know
get
the
into
dog
the
boy.
dog boy
You-
stuff.
Yeah, we're talking about
saying-
Casper.
Yeah.
Ass boy. Let's go. Ass boy from Arkansas. He was just murdering ass, and then one day he was murdered, and then he just haunts the halls, ripping and tearing.
Wait, he was murdered?
No, he wasn't. He
Oh,
OD'd.
okay.
Yeah,
He
by his
OD'd
dealer.
He OD'd in prison, but somehow his ghost made it back home. So that's a new one for me.
Well,
I've never heard of traveling ghosts going home. I gotta
Here's
go
the-
home.
That's what ghosts do, right? Unfinished business or whatever.
well, in
so
some-
maybe he had some unfinished
some, like,
Being
ghosts-
human, that ghost was able to travel after a while, wasn't she?
in some
We did all
ghost
the-
Or
lore,
that's just a TV
it's
show.
like
But,
if
I
there was
think
stuff
you can
there
hop
that,
in bodies to
tethered
do
him
it.
to that spot,
Oh.
you know, like
Yeah.
I don't remember.
personal belongings or something.
something there. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
No,
he
it
left
means
his
you-
cum rag there, and
There you
that's
go.
where his body spawned back
Oh my
at.
god.
Funny
We
enough,
found
apparently
you.
it was a dog. No,
It was the half fucking it just my cum rag, and it just pulls off fucking fur off of a fucking boned body.
oh man, this is a dark episode.
Wait, you used to
This is
use
dark.
that to clean yourself up? Yeah, but it used to make a lot more noise, a lot of yipping. Yeah, you know, I what?
We can only hope the dog boy wasn't doing that, but we don't know for a fact. We never will.
Yeah, we can't say it's not. That's the real conspiracy here today about this.
You go home.
Where's the proof that says he
You
wasn't?
go home and you ponder that. You ponder that a while, and you tell us what you came up with.
You ponder that boy pounding a poodle. That's he's pummeling, pounding. That poor
Holy
poop.
shit.
Pummeling, a
Choose to fuck
pounding, and a
dog, it'd be a
hounding.
poodle for
Joe's
sure.
Joe's alliteration game.
It never ends. Huh?
Let's
Yeah.
hear some more about this dog boy.
Oh wait, were we talking about the soldier?
Sorry, dog man.
Oh,
Oh
we
yeah, you
actually
did bring
into
up
the story.
yeah. You were talking about the World War I soldier. Also pennies and 2x4s.
Oh yes. And then it lifted my husband by his Prince Albert piercing and floated him through the holes. It fucking hurts.
Ow!
So the soldier, was it? So was the soldier? Casey, was the
It's
soldier?
a fun
the-
episode, but it is not moving at all.
Casey, was the soldier the one that walked through one of the people that lived there? Like
Yeah,
one of the-
so Tony Weaver, he was doing some work in the house, and then he said he saw a man in the foyer
Foyer.
through the foyer.
I
I
don't
mean, into the living room, and he said he looked like a World War One soldier, complete with helmet. He said he looked so real when he walked into the living room and ran after him, but no one was there.
So that's like two things that seem somewhat out of place that are showing up there. Someone who died in prison, and someone who obviously died in a war.
They came back home.
Yeah, because it was haunted beforehand. So that's like the old haunting. It's like the World War One guy, right?
Either these ghosts are tethered by something, they both lived there at some point or something, or this place is like a portal to hell.
Like a ley line or a nexus or some shit.
Yeah.
Or, now bear with me, you guys. World War One guy had his cum rag in the fucking house, right?
Oh my
Left
god.
it there. Gerald finds it, comes in the same rag, and so now they're both bound to this house.
They're tethered by
dude.
cum rags.
You want to be immortal? Go jizz in this house.
You guys, we should go visit it, and then like it's like, what the hell are you guys doing? And like one of us has our pants down.
We're
our
looking for the
apples going
rag.
in the corner. Leave us
The rag
alone.
of
We have important
immortality.
business. Yeah.
That'd be funny. Another group of guys come up too. You guys here for the
Damn
rag?
Dude, that makes them some kind of like
Cum brothers.
masturbatory Eskimo fucking spirit twins. Right?
They're cum
They're
companions.
Eskimo brothers by this rag.
Yeah.
They're cum
we put our
they're-
peens in the same rag, bro.
They're companions or
Fishing in the same
compadres.
hole. Well, rag.
Their DNA forever mingles in the fucking pelt of this hound.
Compadres
I once heard
for life.
if you go there on Halloween, you can see the two ghosts making a bridge with this rag.
Docking into each other's foreskins.
Oh my god.
But what
One
made
with
this rag
one
so
with
special?
one with freakishly long arms, the other with glowing eyes, like that.
It's like
of
a magic-
wild canine.
It's like a
Yeah, why
magic
was
trick.
this-
They walk towards each other, the
Why
rag
was the
goes
rag
over, it
special?
comes off, and all of a sudden they're...
Dude, the rag
The
was
rag's
actually
not special. The rag is unimportant. It's where the house is. The house is on a ley line of some sort. The rag, they just happened to come, so their DNA was still there at the house after they were gone out of the because he died in war and Gerald died
See,
fucking partying. In
everybody
prison.
else that jerked off in that house. They did it the right way, the friendly way. You know, where you jerk off into a piece of toilet paper and you just throw it in the toilet and you flush it
That's
down.
fine.
Yeah, you don't make a big
That's
mess.
respectable.
If it
I know.
exits the house, then you're good. But his jizz never left, and so his spirit was forced to return.
And we shouldn't take importance away from this rag. I think that's the,
Yeah, I think
that's
I
what
think
we
that
should
this
focus
rag.
on. Why is this rag so special?
Yeah.
You know,
I
what
think-
made it?
I think
what
it
made
remember
it a
in Indiana
spiritual
Jones
rag?
where they have to find the Holy Grail and you can drink from it and get everlasting life?
Oh no!
Yeah. Yeah.
It was like
You have to drink from this
That's
rag.
why, you guys, we got to go to the house, and one of us is
What
going
if
to
it's
be
like
jerking
a
off in
small
the corner.
chalice that you have to find in the house, and you have to drink the previous occupant's cum to become immortal.
Yeah.
And then after he dies, he has to leave his offering. For
Dude,
the next
that's
person
a-
to come in.
that makes the most sense.
Dude,
Yeah,
okay,
you're just-
so
You're
We're
just
gonna
walking
go-
through the house looking for this chalice. Go, ew, why does this dog skull smell like
dude,
cum?
it's the classic case of tug. Guys, it's the classic case of
It's
tug
a
everlasting.
chalice. No.
Maybe it was the devil's cum rag in the beginning, and like before he got down to
Oh.
Georgia to play that
Oh,
little
yeah,
fiddle
dude.
battle down there. And
Yeah,
he had to
maybe
rub one out in
Maybe he had a
Arkansas.
rag. Yeah.
Satan, like he saw Adam fucking stumbling out the woods. And he's like, "Hey man, you looking a little leaky around the nose, bro. You need something?"
Yeah.
And God's like, "Don't take that rag, man. Don't take that fucking rag, man." They took that story out of the Bible.
He sneezed out of it. What, man? I just sneezed into it. He sneezed out the wrong part, man. Don't touch it.
And of course, it's
Arkansas
Eve's
knows the
fault.
real
though.
story.
Funnily enough, Evil Dead
Adam
actually
did-
got their inspiration from Satan's cum rag. It's bound in human flesh and inked in blood.
Oh, dude, somebody has hemodyspermia.
Hemodyspermia, is that like when you cum blood?
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Wow.
Fun fact, I had it for a little bit.
Fun fact: Jasmine Joe used to cum blood.
It's a medical condition. No, I ruptured something. So, yeah.
Ruptured that nut, son.
Ruptured that.
Oh, I'm about to rupture.
It was hilarious when I was
that?
talking to the doctor about it. It's like, yeah, you could have ruptured something like too basically too aggressive with it. But I'm just like, well, so should I just leave it alone for a couple of days? And he's like, no. He said, no, you can. No, it's like it's fine. Whatever it is, it's gonna solve itself. You can just continue what you've been doing with it.
Yeah, that common saying is beat it like he owes you money. Well, Joe did.
You owe me 1,000 pounds. I beat off with the British accent.
Did you continue to beat off?
Yeah, I did. Well, the test did. I was freaked out. Every couple of days I'd check it, and then it wouldn't be there. But they said it would like stop and then come back and then like stop.
So I was just beat my dick just to be sure.
Yeah, so I mean, it was for medical purposes at this point.
Your wife was like, Joseph, are you beating your dick again? It's for medical purposes.
Right. You see on my prescription, it says take 2 poundings to you a day. 2 tugs. Sometimes that's all you need.
Let's continue with this.
I feel like nobody appreciated my tug everlasting tug.
I was gonna say the everlasting tug.
Did you know that there's like 2 more dog boys, right? There's a dog boy in Pennsylvania, and the one that I was trying to reference earlier, the Shenango dog boy, is actually from Ohio. It's like the Shenango Valley in the dog. This dog boy though was totally. This is like a cryptid, and there's not a whole lot on it. There's just like there's several sightings. There's some experiences that people had, usually like younger, witnessing like the dog boy in the woods, and it's basically like a really not very cool werewolf.
Okay, but it is for this one specifically. Is it like a deformed person or like a werewolf, or is it like raised by wolves situation? Where it's
not
like
a raised by wolves.
Okay.
It's actually like a creepy wolf kind of person. And some people describe it more like dog-like, wolf-like, and other people describe it more as like, you know, like a
were-coyote
wolf man.
Well,
Dude, yeah.
I only bring that up because there was like a thing that happened in history where this person was like kind of raised by wolves. They were in the wilderness for so long, didn't know how to talk. We found them. It's similar to jungle.
Multiple stories of
That's like there was this one person who's called the Wolf Boy or something like that, and they acted like a fucking wolf because they had been living in the wilderness for like
that's crazy.
Yeah.
There's a couple of stories of like feral children out there. And
Mowgli.
That's how Mowgli would fucking act.
Mowgli?
Not be all fucking nice.
That's
What are you kidding me? He has some dope ass drug addict animals, man. What other fucking bears are out there singing?
Dude, what kind of bears twerk for you? That's what I want.
Winnie the Pooh sings.
Yeah, but Winnie the Pooh doesn't twerk. And he doesn't say the bear in the
right, dude.
while
Winnie the
sticking
Pooh
his
would
bear
fucking
ass.
twerk for a pot of honey. Don't tell me.
How many Gigantopithecus sing big band music though?
He eats that good cummies. What?
I don't even know what the fuck that is. What the fuck did you say?
A pot of cummies.
Oh, shut up. That's so good.
I went to see Christopher Robin's father.
He gave me a pot of cummies. Dude, I hate that word. I fucking hate that word.
It doesn't taste as sweet, but it is very bitter.
Oh my god, dude.
He told me not to worry. He ate a can of pineapples before. I don't know which one I'm more mad about. Tigers in a corner. I don't know which one I'm more mad about, Pooh Boy, that you didn't share that delicious cummies or you didn't share the pineapple in a can.
Oh God.
That's why Winnie the Pooh went on a killing spree.
Oh my god. Blood and honey.
Blood gummies.
Oh, I'm sure it was renovated.
Stop.
That's it now. Yeah.
All right. I actually want to bring it. It's not like the scary werewolf type thing. It reminded me in the iZombie comics. There's a werewolf character. He's a were-terrier. He turns into a fucking terrier. Look at like that Scottish dog. Is that a terrier?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just hilarious. I mean, he's not like aggressive or fucking whatever. He just turns into it on a full moon. It's just really dumb and pointless.
Ooh, spooky.
It just reminded me of it because Nate said the thing about the
Yeah.
were dog thing. What do you guys think? This is a serious question. What do you think is the funniest looking were dog, like were canine thing? What like breed of dog?
Oh, fucking Shih Tzu. Definitely.
Shih Tzu? That'd be funny.
Okay,
I was thinking
I was gonna say a wiener dog.
yeah, because you would like stretch out maybe.
Yeah.
on 2 legs, just like stretched down.
Oh no, Chihuahuas are pretty funny with their bulging eyes, looking almost
I
like
think
a
the
goddamn
scariest
insect.
one would probably be like a
That'd be pretty
Great
scary.
Dane, because I feel like they'd just get yoked out.
Oh, maybe.
It'd be
Fucking
enormous,
fuck that.
dude.
Yeah,
Dude, that's fucking intense. I didn't think about
you'd
that.
be slender and well built. You'd be athletic.
Or those weird
weird
racing dogs, whatever those are. Those fucking
A
super
greyhound?
Greyhound.
Oh,
Is that what they are?
Greyhound.
Yeah.
Or
Uh,
some of them are whippets.
They just look like they've never. They do
They, yeah, they
drugs.
look like
They
they're
just run all day.
starved and just run all the time.
I think the funniest thing would be a wear
Aerodynamic.
a fucking wear fucking tweaker mutt dog. You know those like weird like
A bull mastiff would be funny because at least at some point in there, while everything gets pulled down like on a bull mastiff, you would look like Walter Matthau.
dude. There should be a
Somewhere
wear.
in between.
There should be a wear Gary Busey. That would be creepy as fuck.
Wary Busey.
Hey, everyone's coming here to bite you. Get away from
They
me,
show
you
the
fucking
trans-
freak of Hollywood.
How does
They show the
Jake Busey look so
transformation
much
scene.
like his dad, but not look like a goddamn psychopath?
I don't know.
knows? We don't know the answer to these. What's the other one? Did you bring up the other one, Nate? You said the one from Ohio and then the Pennsylvania one.
Yeah, so actually, it's weird. It seems like the connection they actually believe that it's probably the same dog boy, and there's some belief that there's like perhaps even like a race of dog men boys that are out in the wilderness between Ohio and Pennsylvania. And like thinking about it right now, I can't imagine how far they are from each other. Pretty far. You'd imagine there'd be some stories in between.
What is the likeliness that this type of thing was like back in the day when people weren't as accepting of peculiarity? Fuck, I can't say it. You guys know what I'm saying. But yeah, thank you.
Most
The
peculiar.
people who have like that one disease or where they have hair all over them would get pushed out.
Yeah. The first time
And
I saw
then-
one of those people was in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah. What's the likelihood of like
Ripley's Believe It or Not.
yeah? What's the likelihood of
It's the Mad TV to the
one of them
SNL.
being pushed out of this town and forced to live in the wilderness where they just kind of degenerated, became more feral because like say like bad winter comes along, all the parents die, one kid lives and then just reproduces off that somehow, or like you know what I mean.
There's all these inbred dog boys out in the woods.
Would you
Just
call them a
fucking-
pack or a congregation? That's just like
No.
congregation.
You call a group of like animals
Well,
have all
seeing
these
as you're not
different
Mel
group
Gi-
names.
Seeing as
Like,
you're not Mel
humans have
Gibson
so
and their
many.
people, you don't call them a pack.
Oh,
Only Mel Gibson does that.
Oh man, Mel Gibson said some very
He
off
said some
color,
very not wise words, very mean things to say.
about
But yeah, there's a gang of it's probably a gang of dog boys out there.
We're just
probably
gonna call
called
it a gang.
something like the Dogs of Hell.
dogs of hell, fucking hell's puppies or something.
Diamond dogs out in the woods.
The diamond dogs from fucking Metal Gear. There they are, and they're all wearing fucking greaser jackets with their fucking dog furry heads, fucking all greased up.
They all seem to know CQC.
Yeah, close quarter combat.
Oh, fuck.
Masters of CQC, close.
But yeah, these ones they mostly just scare people. Like and the people that are putting it together, what are they called?
I mean, if they're just scaring people, it could just be a practical joke that people play.
Yeah,
it's a
for
bunch
sure.
or it's a bunch of puppy boys that just want to be left alone.
Puppy boys. Yeah, they're just trying to yiff out in the woods. Just get down with their friends.
I just want to be alone.
Leave me.
Leave Leave dog boys alone.
Leave dog boys alone.
Oh, they said that his howl ends with a weird scream too. So he's kind of like, oh yeah.
Makes sense.
I think you have a new character for the podcast.
Hey, I think I shot.
Yeah.
I got one in my sights. I fuck.
Yep. Oh shit. Oh yep.
So
He got me in my hind leg.
going back to this haunting, we left off with the World War I dude. What else started happening? How did it progress further into it ending up being haunted by the dog boy? And what? Because I don't know too much about this. So what happened that is like what showed that the dog boy was haunting this place?
Well, everybody, the people that been there, live there, they would say they'd see sightings of him. But people who are just like townsfolk, they'll say they'll see a person in the upstairs window with glowing eyes looking out onto the street.
Like a dog where it reflects back, or like a cat?
Yeah, basically,
like
an animal's eyes.
And they said that when he was living too. He had the animal-like eyes.
Oh yeah, they said when he was
they
living.
connected that with him. I think Justin said that earlier.
Yeah, that's. It was something that.
Dude, that would be a scary ass ghost to see. This motherfucker's yoked out.
Yeah, big old fucking fat, like.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't be yoked. He's probably. It sounds like he got picked on as a kid too.
And that's the thing too. They said they didn't know if he was mean like he was because he was picked on, or he was picked on because he was mean. But as one YouTube guy put it, it's like the whole chicken or the egg thing with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they don't know what came first. But the guy also, from what this guy said, was he would do annoying things to bug people. Like he'd hop on a couch and start eating grapes, like one of those fancy royal like Greek guys or whatever. I don't know why that's annoying.
Grapes, yeah.
In a lot of studies, it's for at least serial killers or people with psychopathic tendencies. They are finding out a lot of stuff because it always goes back to nature versus nurture. But there's a lot of people with psychopathic tendencies, the ones that do violent and horrific things, that were abused as children or whether it being sexually or just beat the fuck out of,
Would you explain why he has resentment towards his parents?
I mean, he seems to have really hated his dad because the mom lived.
He said he was smacking her around too after she broke her hip or whatever, and then some retired nurse was saying like he would smack her around and don't tell anybody what I did to you or I'll get you arrested.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was like threatening her. It's like I beat your ass, tell anybody, and you'll go to jail. And then
you'll fall down some stairs next.
Pretty much with a lot of these people, there's something that happened in their life that broke their brain.
Yeah.
His was being raised in a house with a World War I vet, or was that later? Wait, was the
ghost World War I vet spirit attached on him, and he had like some freaking evil tendencies or something weird like that?
Yeah.
Like he got possessed or some shit. Who knows?
It's getting stuffy in here, Ma. Why don't you open that window? Go on,
open it, Ma. His fat ass is sitting in a chair trying to fight to get up. Come on, Ma.
just open that window.
Just open that there little window, and I'll be up in a minute.
See, y'all are saying he's fat, but I bet this guy has some classic farm boy strength.
He probably did. I mean, he spent his childhood wringing dogs and cats' necks. Like there's at least
he's like strong. You can feel it in the grip. You can feel it in the grip.
He started with Chihuahuas and worked himself up to German Shepherds.
The Great Dane.
He got that strength.
Ridgebacks.
He got so strong that it got to the point where he was able to do that one thing that bloaters do to you in The Last of Us.
Just fucking
Or maybe some like of mice and men Lenny type shit. Like they were trying to leave him.
I just want to pet the rabbits. I just want to feed the rabbits, George.
We were talking about the haunting.
All right. You start with like the most recent ones. It was like it was mostly the Casper stuff, but there was that guy that worked in the house. He said like that's a weird one. He said he's seen some weird cat-like creature with long arms and long legs and would stare him down. Or
was it James Corden?
This dude was batshit, dude. This had nothing to do with the dog man or anything. This guy was
it's a classic.
crazy.
He was painting inside the room. Didn't have any doors or windows open.
It was lead paint.
Just inhaling hail of fumes. Hello, Senator. Any requests?
It's turned into fucking Pierce in that one episode of Community. He's hiring paint fumes.
Oh god, dude, Pierce is hilarious.
Oh yeah. We got any other ones there, Anthony? Any other sightings?
But yeah, there's like
just small weird shit. Like the recliner would go back on its own, or cold spots in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When they were trying to sell the house,
fucked up electronics.
Animals wouldn't go into the house.
That's
heard
one
that
that's
one.
like
a dog freaked out with people looking at something. Oh, there was another one when they were trying to sell the house. A little girl started getting extremely sad on the staircase or something.
Yeah.
And they were like, she's just super sensitive, and they chose not to buy the house. Yeah. It's probably like somebody fell down these stairs and then sneezed after their neck snapped. She's sensitive.
He brought it back, everyone.
That last little old man sneeze was the saddest thing she ever heard.
Bro, the animals refusing to enter the house. That's interesting.
Yeah,
to me,
I feel like he channeled a lot of that type of energy into the house, right? Like fucking with torturing all those little creatures.
Yeah.
Like that one kind of makes sense. That
animals.
Well, I can imagine there's like ghost dogs, you know.
Animals would sense dogs, the fucking,
and they'd be like, the ghost dogs are like,
no,
don't come into this place.
You're mistaken there because all dogs go to heaven. There's like 3 or 4 movies.
All dogs go to hell.
There's a good amount of movies.
Hey, Charlie almost went to hell. Okay, he was very close.
Dude, I was just imagining. I was like, I wonder if there's anything about like this dude's grave. You know, he's buried somewhere.
Oh,
like
yeah.
if
he's buried in the town,
unless the prison cremated him.
I bet dogs don't go.
No. They buried him in town. He has a headstone and everything.
He has a headstone, but it doesn't say that he was actually buried.
Well, they said he was buried in the local cemetery, so I assumed he was buried there. That's I don't know if that's actually like I just read that on one thing. I might be misreading it too. I'm a little high right now.
But I was reading about this Scottish guy who got buried. There was this it was old, like, you know, fucking like clan war. Oh, what's his name? King. Who's the king of Scotland? Like the most famous, King Robert III. Or maybe just King Robert, but King Robert like ordered like this, like basically this small clan war. It was like small clans, so like there's only like fucking like around 30 warriors or so on each side. And there's this one famous warrior who like apparently through his battle prowess kind of like really swung the battle and won for King Robert. And he died not long after the battle. And they buried him, and they put these fucking cursed stones over his grave to protect him. There's some sort of like cursed relics, and apparently they put a metal cage over the top of his grave, over top of those stones, so that people would stop touching the the cursed stones, because apparently when they touched them, like bad things would happen to them later. And so they had to like lock it away so people would stop fucking touching them and cursing themselves. Like, dude,
if you
stop it.
Find the like name of that. That'd be something to do an episode on, because that sounds awesome.
Yeah, that might be fun. I think I can find it.
Yeah,
I heard another thing that'd be interesting too, if there's an actual like conspiracy or paranormal thing behind it. That video was the guy that was talking about the dog man. They said there's like weird stuff that towns do like this. Like there was some town where there was this guy everybody hated. They literally lined up and shot the guy or a kid. I don't remember, but all the mom said was it was a town full of murderers. and I don't know the details of it, but that would be interesting if there was some paranormal like thing with it. But that's hilarious to me.
Well, dude, that's
also.
how you got stuff done back in the day. If there's someone fucking shit up, being a psychopath, yeah, it just died.
Yeah, and that's what she claimed, that everybody else was psychopath. But that's just hilarious. It's like, dude, Philip keeps blowing up our mailbox with firecrackers. I'm tired of it. Everybody, get your blunderbusses.
But unfortunately, that's how you create a Freddy Krueger, and you don't want to do that.
Yeah, dude, you don't want a Freddy Krueger complex.
No.
Well, it's like, no, when the
You're not even
parents
safe in
go
your
and like
dreams.
kill this fucked up person, that's how you create a Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, burn them alive.
Yeah, but what if this guy was just pissing in soda bottles and dumping them on people's mailboxes, and then he just becomes a Freddy Krueger that does it? Like, he can't die. My mailbox still smells like piss. Well,
Want to give us your final thoughts before you dip out, Nate? Real quick, if you got a second.
Nate's gonna go find that cum rag.
I'm gonna go find that fucking cum rag. I'm trying to join this legion. No, but so all I gotta say is, like, you know, Alabama's fucked up, obviously, and so the dog boy. This one, I think this one was actually pretty interesting to me because there's no questions. This is like, you know, this is a real person. You know, it's not even a conspiracy and shit like that. The person was real. All the stories associated with it. That's interesting. It's like, maybe it's happening. I mean, that's really more on the paranormal side. Like, nobody's trying to shut up this story. Like, some people, you know, just mentioned, like, oh, this place makes me fucking feel weird, which is totally justified because a lot of fucked up things really happened there for many years.
Some people get horny there.
Why did he get locked up for drugs?
Yeah, for weed.
Yeah,
he got arrested for the weed
pot.
and for abusing his mother.
Abuse, yeah.
Okay.
He slapped his mom around.
I will say this: I don't know what age he got locked up at, but they're lucky they got him before he started killing people.
If they
he was gonna-
like,
You
who
never
knows
know
if
if
he
he
got
got
his
his
dad.
dad.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
watched
he did get
enough.
his dad.
I've watched enough serial killer documentaries and listened to enough serial killer podcasts. This guy would have been on one of them.
At least
Yeah,
had to
no,
kill
but
count of
like
one.
it, like a serial killer podcast wouldn't really look into an obscure like ghost type story. I don't think. I don't know. I'm not
No,
sure.
he's talking about if he lived, that he would
If he
end
lived.
up being a serial
I know,
killer.
but I'm
After
saying,
his
like, what if
parents,
he
would've
was
moved
like,
on.
what if he was killing people?
It was a small
Before.
town. They wouldn't.
I guess, yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
dude, it was a
there's-
small town. They would have
there's-
known when the population dropped from 300 to 298.
Well,
Whoa,
look it
whoa,
up
whoa!
and see
What's going
Yeah,
on?
someone's gotta go out there
if
and
there's any
change the
missing
sign.
people.
There's a
He
guess
changed
that
the
makes
sign
sense.
every
there's
other
a serial killer podcast that I listen to that they go into some pretty obscure ones that I've never heard of.
Oh, nice.
That's what we need.
Okay.
Is some
I'll
more.
I'll check you guys
obscure
later.
All right, see you later, Nate.
Nice hanging
It
out with
was
you guys.
fun,
Good to see
man.
you, Anthony.
Gator.
All right, peace out, folks.
thing. See you later, Nate Dogg of Arkansas.
You're gonna know when I find that rag. I'm just gonna say that. You'll know.
Joe's like, oh shit, I thought he already left. Oh fuck.
Peace out, guys.
Rag.
See you later, man.
Yeah.
What about you,
So-
Ken Dick Lamar? We haven't heard much from you, Kenny. What do you think about the old dog man of Arkansas?
Dog boy.
Because he's scared.
Dog boy,
It's
sorry.
Dog boy. No,
Dog lad of Arkansas.
like Mike was saying, it's if there's no proof that he did it, so like it's good they got him before before he started killing people.
I think they just tied all this paranormal stuff because, like, oh, here's a fucked up and they got a small town. They have nothing else to talk about.
Yeah,
They tied all that to his to this house, and it was like, oh, maybe they got some weird feelings and whatnot, and then
there was already some paranormal stuff there, so they just added on with the dog
Yeah.
boy.
oh, this guy was twisted. He's definitely going to be a ghost.
Yeah,
It's always fucked up that
Demon.
the fucked up people always get to be ghosts. Like, why can't a normal person just, normal Smo
Well,
and Joe?
normal
just like,
people
hey,
go
I just
straight
wanna
to hell.
chill at this place. Yeah, that is true. Fucking hell.
normal
Party.
assholes go straight to
24/7.
hell.
What did you say what you thought about it? Joe
No.
Blow? Or Mike? Or whoever wants to go?
Mike can go. Sorry.
As far as this goes, I didn't look it up. There was I went to look it up beforehand, but I was playing Madden all day. I didn't fucking care.
Surprise.
I was tired. I was tired. I wasn't doing shit today. When I went to look it up while you guys were talking, I was like, oh wow, there's so many articles. Fuck it, they'll tell me.
Dude,
Most
that
of them
first
generally
generally gave
say
you
the
all the
same
information you
shit.
needed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
each
so
one
this was actually really cool. Even though I feel like there wasn't a lot to deep dive into. It's just kind of like here's what it is.
It was a straight story.
Yeah.
Well, we brought some stuff that nobody else fucking knew, and that this all fucking came from a divine cum rag.
Yeah.
Or a hellbound one. Yeah, it's a hellbound one.
But as far as the spirit thing goes, I do believe in spirits. So yeah, I can believe in it. It's weird that this one place is tied to at least two different ghosts, that at least one that might not have lived there, another one that died somewhere else. But like this guy was a proven psychopath. Like fucking I would love to deep dive more into his the stuff that he did while he was alive. Because I really think
if there's records of missing people in their town at that time.
Yeah, because I really believe like this guy would have been a serial killer, especially if he's torturing animals. Because it wasn't just that he was killing them; it said that he was torturing them, which is pretty fucking sadistic.
What would happen if I cut your tail off, little Fluffy?
Yeah, like I don't even think Dahmer fucking tortured the animals he killed.
So somebody's
got a cat torturing.
Somebody's killing a cat right now.
You know what I mean? It's like that's some wacky shit. That's fucked up. But yeah, that's my opinion. I just want to know. I want to know more about what was going on when he was alive. It's believable for sure.
I definitely believe in the paranormal. Shit's happened to me. I've told you guys about it before.
Yes.
Ghosts and shit. You know, the brick house on fucking whatever that fucking road was.
Yep.
But yeah, I believe in life after death, but I'm not religious, and I don't believe in.
But do you believe in life after love?
Give me one sec.
Do you believe in?
Do you believe in life after love?
Beautiful.
Oops.
Sorry, I had
anyway. Yeah. No. Yeah. So I believe because there's two different apparitions that are being seen. So the World War I guy, he's been around. So that was obviously probably his childhood home that he left to go join the military, because his mom was 28 when she died. So, well, no, I don't know why he would be there then. Actually thinking about it, because he died at 21. So
the guy just walks the halls mumbling to himself. I was in a very
I don't know. Maybe that was his home.
Only one world war.
His home for a minute, and and then the other one, obviously, he's a demented soul, and he's torturing all these critters and possibly people. Who knows? We don't know that. We don't know the missing records from that time. But that guy,
if he didn't, he was
probably
going
tied to the house. And it's just crazy how far this is spread out. This is from like back in the 50s all the way up into to the 2000s. You know, there's sightings all throughout the time.
2005.
And the internet wasn't that big until not that long ago. You know, so it's not like people were just like, oh yeah, this is what's going on over here, and then people were whispering it around to everybody. You know, so I just think it's crazy how much it spread on what little town this actually was a part of.
Little information's out there too about it. And don't forget about the what that guy said, the guy that was working on it. He said he saw several times he was this huge, weird looking cat with long brown hair, creepy eyes, and great big arms and hands. He walked right in front of me and glared at me. Right after I saw him, he walked through the hall and disappeared. So it's not even just the two. There's multiple apparitions and ghosts associated with this house. So it's probably like some kind of portal. That's what I think. Like one of those sensitive areas where the paranormal can break through type thing. I feel like those areas exist in the world for sure. And maybe it's behind like some kind of trauma or something that helps it open, like some kind of portal or something like that, or it's what's that? Like some kind of simulation thing where it's like we're all just numbers, you know, zeros and ones, and so it's like repeating itself there, or some weird thing, glitch in the Matrix type thing.
Yeah, like in the Matrix, the whole little fucking things that got stuck from past iterations of the program, just fucking going in there. That's a kind of a cool thought there. I also like to, but I also like to think that the dog boy wore cat fur all over his body. Fucking, I'm just kidding.
With all the dogs and cats you killed, you just made a fur coat.
Yeah. I like the idea of fucking portals opening up in specific spots like that.
Yeah.
Joe's ass.
Little fucking geysers. The only thing that comes out there is the stank diamonds. That's only when I've ingested enough spirits like I am right now. Jeez.
I got the Gerald in me.
We'd be remiss if we didn't mention the dog girl of Full Metal Alchemist. I just sad.
I know. So, yeah, I think it's just Joe now, right? What do you think? Or did we get to everyone?
I think it's a bunch of malarkey. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I mean, that shit is fucking crazy. That would creep me fucking out. I definitely would never step foot in that fucking house alone. Like if I was in a group, it's like, yeah.
It's okay. If we get enough money where we can go visit places, I'll hold your hand.
All right. I'm not gonna jerk off unless somebody's holding my hand in that house.
Sure, we'll all be there.
Well, we can all circle. We need to use the bathroom.
People actually live in that house currently to this day. Like it's not like a tourist trap or anything. Like they don't want people going up to the door and stuff. But but you can go to the Velisca house. That one's a
you can.
thing.
That one's a tourist one. I really want to go to that. Still got some
Iowa.
Ooh, I always want to go to the Winchester Mansion.
Oh, that would be cool.
Sorry, Joseph. What?
No, that is fine. I was just gonna say that the people that occupy the place now, from what I've learned, haven't complained about anything, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they haven't been dealing with the stuff, and they're just like, it's a little
whatever rift was there.
The house is old.
Could have been closed.
Yeah, or there's like it's a creaky house and things.
I had all these Legos on the ground, and they somehow stacked themselves into the Millennium Falcon. By God,
I loved it. It wasn't even a Millennium Falcon kit. It was amazing.
They were just spare parts that I just had laying around from when I was a child. I don't know.
But I did read that when they tried to sell the house, nobody would buy it. I wanted to find the listing, but couldn't find it. Or just the house itself. But apparently it went
it sold for pretty cheap.
Yeah, because they cut the price in like half because nobody would buy it.
Yeah.
And then when someone finally did, there wasn't any complaints, but that's not really saying anything. Because I mean, I hear shit this place all the fucking time, but it could just be the wind going from one door through the next. But I swear to God, it's fucking creepy every morning getting ready for work because I sleep on the couch a lot. I walk into my room with the door open, and when I walk in, the door slightly opens itself more, like I'm being welcomed in my own room. And an old lady did die. She didn't die in this apartment, but she refused to stay in a home. She wanted to die where she lived. They rushed her to the hospital at Enloe, and she died there. So that's when this apartment opened up. But man, we just talked about a ghost dying in fucking prison, or person dying in prison and being a ghost at their home. So
just
there's that.
Blinds just fly up real quick.
That would be a little fucking creepy. I don't like being in this room because the fucking the way the closet is, it's like something's all lurking at me. I fell asleep in here this morning, and I kept thinking about the Velisca axe murders for some fucking reason. I was like, oh, if I'm gonna die, this is it. They're gonna fucking axe me right in the back of the head. So my half drunk logic, I flip over. Like that's just gonna make it easier to die. But yeah.
As long as I don't see it coming, it's okay.
Yeah. But it's like sometimes the doors, and it is creepy because if I close one bathroom door, this other bathroom door, it doesn't really lock itself. You have to lift it up sometimes. So it's like I close that door and this one goes flying open hella fast and I fucking jump like every morning from it. It's like, motherfucker, dude. You can't really fight a ghost, but it's just like, I'll scream rape.
I have my whistle.
I got my But I mean, I can't even deal with little crazy things like that. And I think that just might be airflow through the doors, but who knows? But it's like, I could not go into that house. So I can't say that I don't believe it, because there's no way in hell I'd go through that place by myself. Just like I wouldn't go through the fucking hotel. Wow.
The Stanley?
No,
No, he's talking
Skid
about the
Row.
one on
Skid
fucking
Row.
Yeah.
What's it called? The Cecil Hotel.
The Cecil.
Goddamn.
There we go. I knew there was a.
We're going to be talking about the Stanley Hotel later.
Okay, I don't know anything about the Stanley one, but
It's what The Shining was based off of.
Thank you guys for listening to this episode of The Dog Boy of Arkansas. If you want to hear some more content, me and Joseph are doing a 12-part series on Patreon only. It's only $4 a month to gain access to these things, and it's the Dynamic Duo 12-part series.
What the fuck?
Yeah, surprise, surprise.
It was on Facebook. Even I knew about it.
Shows you what I know. I'm part of this damn thing.